step it and say, stop this foreign interference. I'm really glad that the Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan made a good speech at the United Nations last time. We can help Somalia, and they prove it. The Turks are there. They have more than 11 organizations who are helping the people. They giving scholarships to the kids, and so on and so forth. So all those other countries who are really willing to help, they can help, and that's what we need. And believe me, when Somalia comes out, we know who helped us. Like we respect that the Irish president, Nancy Kanzerman. We remember who helped, who hurts. We're going to really pay back anybody who helped us back, because there's a plenty of resources in the land. So we would like to really appreciate everybody who's helping us.
If I am a traveler, some cruise ship,
yes.
I really try to avoid Somali coast.
I won't blame you. I won't blame you. By the way, in Islam, it's not a law. It's called qat' al-tariq. I mean, you're not allowed to cut and put a barricade in the street and don't let people go unless you start, ransom them or forcing them to money. It's actually that kind of person should be actually killed in our religion. You're not allowed to do that. The market is supposed to be a free market. You should let. Even the Prophet, he said, peace be upon him, he never set price for the people went there. He said, no, the market should be freely, shouldn't be interfered. So what they're doing is really wrong, and I won't blame someone like you, anybody who wants to go, not to go. But this, by the way, if it becomes peace, then the outside will not be a problem. Because we used to have one of the best navy as well. Not only we have the best military, but we have one of the best navy in Somalia. So all those things, inshallah, will come back with helping countries who can help us to train and have a genuine government. All this will be a problem. Right now, you have all the Europeans who went there spending a lot of money, and their ships are all over the place. And this thing is still happening. The only thing that can be helped is inside. If there's a good government there and a good navy, we never had that problem before, and we're never going to have it.
Somalia is a poor country.
Yes.
But you have some resources.
By the way, I disagree. Somalia is a very rich country because we have two rivers that came from the Nile area called Juba Shabelle. Juba and Shabelle, with the right technology, you can feed 10 times more than the Somali population. There's no good leadership in Somalia. That's what's happening. You have the longest beach in Africa, the most beautiful beach in the world. You have the resource of the ocean. There's oil found in Somalia. And we knew this, but it was never been public, but now it's public. And maybe that's also one of the main problems. Somalis was always saying no. When somebody comes with a company or a government, they say, if you want to help and get our resources, you have to come with a fair share. Not like give you 10%, I'll get. This resource belongs to the people. You have the know-how, we have the resource, let's work together and have in a very fair way where we can educate the people and the people will get money and the companies who have the know-how will make the money as well. But not like they're trying, my opinion is they're trying to make Somalia like United Arab Emirates. You have Puntland, Somaliland, and other lands that's coming now, and they want to divide us, become weak, so they can get the resources cheap, because the previous leaders from the first president, Abdullah, including the last dictator, Siad Barre, was a strong man. He was saying, no, I'd rather have this thing not for my kids, maybe my kids' generation. You have the uranium, you have all kind of minerals in Somalia. It's a rich country. It just needs good leadership. We need a Nelson Mandela type, somebody who come out, who brings the people together, not to divide the people together.
What about the Islamic countries? Are they trying to help Somalia? Are they active? Are they active enough?
Well, the only country that's really very active is doing very well is the Turkish, and we really appreciate that. After they did that, there was a lot of international door open, because the Prime Minister, remember, he took his wife and his kids to go there. And he has an embassy, an ambassador there. And I think it was one of the wealthiest Saudi men went there as well. I forget his name. Talal, bin Talal something. And a lot of Qatar and Kuwait, which I used to live in that country, great also, it started helping. But not the same like the Turkey. And I hope they will do that like that. And that's really what's needed. And our faith actually recommend this, that when your brother is in need, you have to go and help.
Maybe Qatar could be more involved.
Yes, Qatar is really involved, but we would like to see them to be even more involved. Kuwait, the same thing. Saudi Arabia, the same thing. We really respect those countries because we are brotherly in faith, And yeah, come and look at it. 60 years, what happened in Palestine. There's a problem that they are not only the same faith, but same brother Arably. It's not really being helped as they should. So something is not right in that area, but we hope They're going to follow the footsteps of the Turkish and try to help, and it's going to be a really genuine help there.
But can Somalis actually accept anybody who is not Muslim to help them?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you have to understand, we have one world here, and God Himself gave us the real democracy. He said, you follow me if you want, be a believer, or you be a disbeliever, and I still take care of you. So you don't have to be a Muslim to help. We all came from, not apes the way they teach in the science schools, but in reality, we came from Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is where we all came from. And the story of Adam, how it's been created in our teaching, is the samples of all the different things God took of the earth. The white earth, the soil from the red, the black one, from the mountains, from the easy one, from the oceans. So that's why we have human being personality, easygoing person, very difficult person to get along, different colors, all these things, because we all came from Adam and Eve. So we're all human, and we have to respect that. And in Islam, the faith, the Quran himself says, "Lakum deenakum waliya deen." You have your way, and I have my way. You do not force and impose anybody. Whether the person is a Muslim or non-Muslim is not the issue. We are all human. We're supposed to help each other. It doesn't matter where the problem was. I really commend President Clinton when he went there and helped with Bosnia. I mean, a lot of Europeans were saying this is in the heart of Europe. It's a Muslim. We don't want it. And they were just leaving all the bad things that was happening. He went there and stepped in. That's the kind of America we love. America who really says whoever is pulling, no, don't do that, whether you are a Muslim or non-Muslim.
You mentioned a few times Bosnia, and look at us, you and me. We're talking here in Washington, D.C. You're from Somalia, I'm from Bosnia.
Yes.
And we have something common.
Yes.
A lot of people from both countries are coming as refugees
Yes.
here in the United States.
Yeah.
And, but your war is so much tougher and longer.
Yeah. We have to try our best. I mean, I came here as a student. I went to University of Maryland. I graduated. I worked both in the private sector, big name like the Prudential, MCI, Citibank, Riksbank, and work with the local government, driving taxi, you name it, all kind of things here. And we made this thing. Actually, it was another one who really invited us, all of us in Washington area, and said, hey, here's our enemy in the heart of our country, in the capital, Mogadishu. So we get together and we become a big advocacy. By the way, not only the Shabab and the people who were fighting kicked them out. We were more problem to the Ethiopians than anybody else, because there's a lot of Somali Americans, Somali Europeans, and they were inviting and telling their congressmen, their representatives, the abuses, and nobody talks about those things. Speaking about the crime that's been taken in that country, there was all kind of problems that they did, that the international people was watching. Nobody said anything about it. And I hope one day there will be a really fair way of looking what happened and people take responsibility. I mean, the West now is after Bashir and saying he did this and that. There are people who their hands are a lot of blood than Bashir. And we have to stop the hypocrisy. Whoever is doing wrong, we have to go after them, not support him.
And on the end, East Africa is for all of us, this planet is mother place.
Yes.
And that place is not the happiest place on this planet right now.
Yes.
And how actually every of us on this planet can be aware,
Yes.
actually, that your territory
Yes.
is our territory also.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
We are connected.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I know the story of the archaeologist who went there in Kenya and all that stuff. It's a very good thing. You're right. I mean, that's where the pointing finger of the human race and all that stuff. And that's what really we have to remember. If you look deep under the skin, all of us are the same. And we all have blood that's red. Maybe somebody from Bosnia, if you are really need help of blood, cannot help you if they don't have the right type. I, as a Somalian who's not a white person here, maybe my blood can work for you. We are all human and we have to really help each other. And Somalia was actually known when we had peace, the most hospitable place for foreigners. If the people on the street sees you, you disrespecting foreigner, people will jump on you. What do you need from the foreigner? Why are you doing this? This person is a guest to our country. Sudan still have this wonderful thing. And one day Somalia, when it become peace, we're going to go back to that. We have Italians who colonized the country years ago, but they come there and they're always welcome. And they always have relationship, regardless when Somalia was friendly with the communist side or the eastern side or the west side. Same thing with Germany. Germany always had good relationship with Somalia. They're actually the one who built our police force, whether we were friendly with Russia or not. So Somalia, we all welcome people from abroad. We don't see that because this person looks different or this person has a different religion. That's none of our business. If the person can be whatever they want, but we're all human and we have to help each other. Whether it's today Somalia, yesterday was Bosnia, it could be another country of different color tomorrow. We all have to stand up as a human race and help each other.